masyadong seryoso. I'm going to thank first my dear sisters and mothers in the department in the university. So Ma'am Dean Imara, hi po, thank you very much. Ma'am Assistant Dean, Ma'am Annalie, and Ma'am Chair Amira, who's always so helpful in pushing to get me here, despite all the trials right now in our family. Also to the faculty of the Department of College of Business Ad, my sisters and friends also in MSU Buog, Christ the King College, nandito po kayo. Akik, one of my favorite schools. Where are you, Akik? Nasa kayo? They're all here. And all of the, first, Alipia Pal, my brother, in the business community. Because of Alim, na-imbitan namin doon sa MYLP, nandito si Butch, sina Karen Davila in the Mindanao Young Leaders Parliament only 3 days before the event. So Alim's convincing power brings Teaser Ocampo to the Muslim youth events that we organize in Metro Manila. So palakpakan natin si Alim. And actually to the cultural company, I used to be a singkill performer, so I have high respects sa Sining Kambayoka, alhamdulillah. And of course to everyone, magandang umaga sa ating lahat. Palakpakan natin ang sarili natin. Gusto kong magpaa. And tribute to everyone. Actually, I'll start off with this. Your topic is so serious, hindi ako makarelate. So what I want to share is that coming from my personal experiences and thoughts and working with government, having been, like you, a very private person, although private ko no, pero palagi nasa publiko, because I come from the media industry. Start off with the topic, government and business. Government and business are thought of to be two important sectors. So important that the government, President Pinoy, in the Daang Tuwid, recognizes that government and business has to work together in the private-public partnership scheme. And I hope Alim will help me in making it better, that idea that government and private sector for this country to be better has to work together. 40 years ago, during the Marcos period, we used to produce cars. We used to be #1 among countries in Southeast Asia, if not in Asia. We were better way than Bangladesh, than Vietnam, than Cambodia. But what happened, I don't really know. Maybe the stories, your story, and Mindanao coming alive with you, College of Business and Management people, baka with you are able to connect to this dream that Philippines can be great. The Southern Philippines can be great. With you coming into 4, many of you are graduating. Many of us would want that the Philippines become great again. Can we do that? Yes? Yes, hindi lang domestic helper, yes. We are great people, OFWs. We can serve other people with all our talent, our skill, and our commitment. But the Philippines can also become bosses. Filipinos can become managers and owners of companies, not only buying, but also selling. And what I do as a journalist and now a government official is that I promote ideas. I write ideas and I promote them so that they can be put into law. So government and business is very important, and finding your place in the sun is very important. And maybe that's why you're here. To maybe hear us, hear our stories, how we came to this stage. With my first question, who am I? I am Samira, 38 years old, went to so many places. And where is Jane? Jane, one of those who brought us water. Jane, can you stand here in the center? Jane brought me the water. Wala ka, Jane, tatago ka. Jane She brought me the water. I also was a person who brought water to the singers in campus, UP Diliman. Ako po ay kagaya ng secretariat there, nagdidikit ng mga posters. Ako po ang nagserbisyo sa mga ilang singers who perform sa UP Diliman. To say that I was a volunteer, I sold tickets, and the more I sold tickets, the more I can bring in people, maybe friends, get free tickets. I forgot na yung mga banda sa UP. But what my story is as a 38-year-old person, I serve others so I can lead. That's the idea. To be a leader, you have got to be a follower. You have got to start from bottom. And so when I go down the stairs, I started from the bottom. If I can't be a janitor, yes, I did grow up in a golden, sabi nila, I had my father and mother were in the embassy, my Mercedes, my BMW. But not many friends in campus, in college, knew about that. Not knew about that. The dollars were not as obvious. I had Toblerone, but the Toblerone was not something na ipapakita sa mundo. What's the lesson in my college life? I failed my math. I failed my statistics. The dream to become a magna cum laude or a cum laude was gone. That's because I made my certain decisions. Some of my decisions were to enter as many organizations as I can. When I wait in a jeepney, doon sa tambayan ng jeepney, I would look behind me sa announcement board. Ano yung mga nandyan? From seminars on gay issues, from seminars on studying life, lahat na attended ko. You count those seminars, and they can be like 400. Hindi magkakasya dyan sa mga Hustla nominees. But that's not the point. It's not to get a Student Leadership Award. It wasn't to get any award at all. The blessings were just so blessings to me. I think it was just really curiosity as a child because I grew up away from this country. Wala po ako sa bansa. 15 years po ako wala. And maybe to start the climb in college, to be a leader, I wanted to be a follower. I wanted to get initiated to as many groups as I could. In the end, that led me to being the president of one student organization. That's the UP Muslim Students. I could have been a counselor for 30,000 students, pero pinili ko po, out of 20 organizations, mag-focus sa maliit na grupo, gaya nitong UP Muslims na walang ka-opisina, walang bank account, wala man lang reporting. I started from a small group so that I could maybe learn a lot, learn and climb my way. And so I did. From becoming the president of the UP Muslim Students way 20 years ago, now I'm Assemblywoman. Appointed by the president. Whereas my mother ran for Congress, she had to spend 15 million pesos for a congressional seat. That's difficult to take, that pain. Amira is my relative. She knows the pain of a politician, tatakbo at hindi mananalo. And so when I come to you, 600 eyes, 600 seats here, I make it a point to come on time because you valued me coming here to listen to me. I value you because I came to this position because of the people, because of the trust of communities, because of endorsements from people I don't know, telling the president that maybe Samira deserves to be an assembly person. I'm not running and I'm not campaigning for myself, but I'm telling you my history and story so that you can get to where you want to be. Government and business. I was in business, my mother was in business. Now I'm in government and it's more difficult to be in government. Lahat po dapat po daang tuwid. My bank accounts have to be open. My open. My office has to be open. My team that you see here, the 3 or 4 of them, are working for me voluntarily because I can only have 9 people in the payroll of the assembly. Can you imagine me representing Bastlan, Sulu, Tawi-Tawi, Mindanao? I can only have 9 people or 8. So I thank them. I thank the volunteers who sacrifice time to be working with me. So when you see who am I, that is me. A story of sacrifice. A story of trying to follow and promote ideas. And you can do it too. You can do it too. I did not have to use my connections, my parents, to get to where I am. And you can do it too. You can do it too. So what is our idea? What are we selling in ARM? We are selling in ARM that ARM is not the cheating capital that you know world. Buong mundo, walang kaalam-alam sa ARM. One flight to Cotabato tells so many things. One flight to Holo says so many things. As management people, you know that when there's only one flight to your place, it means hindi ka binibisita. There's low business interest. There's low interest for you. And what we're saying is that in ARM, create the visitor interest. Create UMSU people doing your own campaigns for ARM. You can help us be better. You can make this country better by also making ARM better. Around the country in IT synchronization, the payrolls can be seen, the absences can be seen by the manager of the campus. If a student is not in campus, making a transformation in the national consciousness. Do you think that we're going to have a senator come here every once a month? No. We're only going to see them on graduation day. What's the point? Hindi tayo natitingnan, naalala ng national. If we didn't have Mac Muslim lobby, 1 billion pesos, hindi niya makukuha yung 1 billion. Why is 1 billion important? You're going to see 16 buildings, I think, new buildings here. I hope so. You're going to have 60,000 pesos worth of a research published because we're going to award faculty members with 60,000. So please assert that, Ma'am Chair. 60,000 for every published journal, publication. Sa atin, sabi natin, sa kanila lang yan, sa gobyerno lang yan. You have got to know government because those are people's money. Pera yan ng bayan. I get 400,000 every month as a sectoral for local funds. And what do I do with my 400,000 pesos? For a congressman, he has scholarships. For a sectoral assemblywoman, I would support consultations. I would support seminars and trainings, especially for the youth. So andyan yan. I have got my list of seminars and trainings that I have supported. In MSU, I've supported your cleanup drives. I've supported anti-criminality campaigns. So these are things that are part of our reporting. So in the end, like Pocahontas, he would say, you think the only people who are people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew. Mabuhay po MSU!